Welcome, Kyle. And let's get right into it. So, before coming to REISift, what did your real estate career look and feel like?
Yeah. So, hey guys, by the way, Kyle Blake here. I'm happy to be here and hopefully can help out some other users in the space here. But my real estate career, honestly, I'm pretty new to real estate in general. I did some acquisitions for a company here in St. Louis for about a year and a half, and then decided that I wanted to get my license. Got my license. Ended up parting ways with that company and ended up kind of finding my niche and doing this stuff myself. So I ended up, the last company I was working with was using REISift. So I had kind of a base knowledge on how to run acquisitions through it. But for me, it was like learning the systems and the processes and the marketing and all those types of things. Um, so that's where I jumped into REISift back in September. I think the first list I ever pulled was on September 15th. So pretty new to Sift, but overall, I'm just really getting started and building my business here on the off market side of things.
Okay. Okay. So, September was when you started here with REISift. So, just a few months.
Yep.
And you've gotten some good headway going. So, now that you've been in it for a few months and you've dipped your toes into Sift, what does your real estate career look and feel like currently, in terms of successes, things you're figuring out? Just kind of let me know how that's going for you.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a grind. I've had some small wins as I shared in the mastermind a couple weeks ago. So at this point now, I mean, I've got the base model of my marketing down through within Sift, but I'm just kind of learning and figuring out all the little nuances, how to find these better deals, how to stay my list, all those different kinds of things currently. But I've seen, good success just from the 3 months I've been doing it. So that's really exciting. And most of the people that I've talked to within SIFT always told me 3 to 6 months, man, just hang with it, hang with it. And that's exactly what I did. And then had my first deal came up a couple weeks ago, and then within that same week, I had three other transactions come up on the brokerage side. So it's been beautiful, and have a lot of leads in the pipeline and stuff. So that's awesome.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a not interested and a probate that you followed up with, which
Yeah,
led to getting a wholesale assignment fee and
yeah.
then
So it was,
relisting.
yeah. So the wholesale deal that I got was a probate. That the sellers were out of town, got connected with them, and just led with some value and let them know that I could help them out. I went out to the house one time, made an offer on it. We got it under contract, and we're set to close on the 28th. And then the other deals that I got were pulled from a not interested. It was on a multifamily list. I'm just trying to get all the contacts that I can here in St. Louis for the multifamily stuff. So I had reached out to this lady, and um, it was actually a funny situation. It was her husband was the owner, and she answered the phone, and she said she wasn't interested in selling the properties. So I threw her in a 3 month follow up on not interested. She came up in my system one day, and I was like, I'm gonna give her a call. 30 seconds into the call, she's like, I got 3, 4 families that I need to list, and I was like, I can help you out. And that was on a Tuesday, and I think by Friday I had them listed. Right now, we got two of them under contract, so that's been huge.
So you just went into your SIFT account and just randomly was like, okay, let's filter by all my not interested from the last, 90 days.
Yep.
And then you went through them and then that one popped out with three
That's
listings. Okay, cool.
That's
We'll
exactly what
we'll
happened.
look at that here in a minute when we jump in your account. Okay, so in those 3 months, I would assume some of the data filters were probably the answer to this next question, but in terms of features, integrations, which ones are really sticking out to you as something that's real valuable to you as you're starting to get familiarized with our system? Obviously, you're not going to know them all quite yet, and we don't expect you to, but which ones are standing out to you right now?
Yeah, I mean, definitely the big thing for me because I started off as a what is it goes business and then professional. Professional is the highest tier.
Professional than business.
Professional then business. So I started off in the professional, and I quickly realized I was like, man, I need more presets. These presets are like a game changer for my business efficiency all around. So I ended up jumping up to the business model, and that's been
Sure.
a game changer for me. Just filling out and making sure all my presets are set for my Sensei Flow, my direct mail, and it's just an easy, simple process instead of going in and trying to filter by all these things because it's really easy to forget about,
Yep.
one of these filters that you want to pull. So it's like, that's definitely been a game changer for me. And then my next thing that I'm getting into now is the direct mail. I think that is just absolutely incredible what Tyler and the team has done with the direct mail and keeping it all in house within the system. So I'm really excited to start implementing that on top of the Sensei flow that I've already been implementing for the last 3 months.
In terms of the support team, have you had to reach out to the support team at all, getting set up with anything? Did you, what was the question you asked, and how was the process of it getting handled?
Yeah, I mean, I've reached out to the support team multiple times. I'm a pretty weary person when I sign up for something, so I want to know exactly what I'm getting and what's involved in that. So I definitely reached out to the support team many times. Great help, great support. I will say shout out to Jessica. She's the bomb. She has helped me out tremendously. She'll jump on a call with me anytime and try to figure out what the solution is to any problem that I'm having. So yeah, shout out to the support team at SIFT. They're incredible.
All right, so now we're in his account here, his SIFT account, and we're going to kind of just take a peek at what it looks like when he gets data, uploads it into REISift, and runs it through his flow, his lead management flow, his all of his flows. Just going to touch on them and just kind of show you how it works and how it looks for him.
Yep. Where do you want me to start with this?
Sure. So from data entry to beginning to call through it and manage it, just kind of show your presets, kind of how you go through that sort of thing.
Yeah, cool. So what I have currently, I have a VA that pulls all of my list from CaseNet, which is like our county data system here in
Cool.
Missouri. So he goes through and pulls list every Monday and Wednesday morning, and
Okay.
then he uploads them into SIFT. Do you want me to like show that whole process or?
No, you can just show how where you store it and kind of how you keep things organized and
Yep.
how you do that. So yeah.
Yeah, so basically once I get those records uploaded into SIFT, it's pretty simple. I have my records page here and then my filter presets on the right-hand side here.
Yeah.
You can see what I have currently. I just have like data preparation, and then I have the Sensei flow for my probate deals.
Okay.
So that basically I just run through 4 different sessions of a Sensei flow,
Hmm.
and then from there it'll drop down in my deep prospecting. And this is
Hmm.
actually something that I'm thinking about changing up. I'm thinking
Sure.
about direct mail run after the Sensei flow, and then the deep prospecting to run after direct mail. Just because I kind of like the way that flows and it's
Sure.
more convenient for my time.
Sure.
So currently, yeah, I mean, the main thing that I kind of can catch you guys up to speed on what I've been doing for the last 3 months. Basically, all I've been doing the last 3 months is running through the Sensei flow and then
Hmm.
going in and deep prospecting. I'm at the point now where I'm going to start utilizing the direct mail because I think that's going to be really powerful in changing my
Yeah.
business.
Hmm.
Um, so basically, I can kind of show you how I filter this stuff.
Okay.
So basically, a list comes in. It's a probate list. It's marked through that within SIFT, and then I have my property statuses here, what I'm discluding, and then what I'm including.
Hmm.
Um, let's see here. Yeah, so I got all those filters basically just worked out. So what happens
Right.
is when I call through this first Sensei Flow 1, I'll call
Yep.
through all those on Monday when it comes and hits my system. And then Tuesday, all of those drop into Sensei Flow 2. And then I hit those on Tuesday. And then I hit those on Wednesday and then Thursday. So it's consistent and it just goes in a flow. I know who I talk to on which day. And then the next day I'm hitting them again.
Sure.
And then that's where they'll drop into the direct mail or deep prospecting.
And then your Sensei Flow probate, your 1, 2, 3, and 4s, are those all different SIF line boards, or how do you organize your SIF line boards? Or
So
are you
SIFline
currently
boards,
using SIF line boards?
I do use my
Okay.
SIFline boards, but those are only for like active
Perfect.
leads.
And that's
Um,
totally fine.
yeah. So the way I set it up originally, I
Okay.
had this lead management was going to be like a bird's eye view of the business here.
Exactly.
And then I was going to run like I have my hot leads, warm leads that I can go and check into. But honestly, I think I'm going to simplify it and get rid of these
Okay.
and just leave the lead management board. I think it's just a little bit
Mhm.
simpler. And
Yep.
then I basically just go in and I hit my task view every day. So you can see here, I have some overdue tasks from the last few days
Sure.
that I still need to hit there, but that's basically what I do every day. So I'll go in, pull up my records, go to my Sensei Flow, call through my Sensei Flow, and then after that, I'll come into my SIF line board. I'll look at my task view, and
Yep.
I'll start hitting all of these tasks that I have. Like today, I have these 2 tasks, and then these are all just leftover. Um, I'm not sure if this is the right way to do it, but I
Sure.
just started another one that's not interested. So then I can just filter on my not interesteds within my records and I can just
Not
call through
interested.
these
Follow up
people.
1, 2, 3, 4. Got you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like you can see here, I have 188 people that are not interested. So what I will probably do is just throw them on a one line dialer, call through them,
Yeah.
and then do that every 60 to 90 days is typically my process.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Yeah, I like it, man.
yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, I haven't really even that's what's cool about it. I haven't even dove that deep into what the system can do.
Yeah.
And I'm still, have the ability to produce leads, produce deals, and
Yeah.
close deals, which is awesome.
Yeah. And that's a big talking point pretty much in every one of our case studies so far is that the capabilities are really truly endless, but
Hmm.
it's all about simplifying it down and you have it very simple and you're realizing, you don't need a board for your hot leads, warm leads, cold leads when they're just going to move over in your lead management board. So you realize, oh man, cool. I don't even need those 3 boards. Okay, cool. Now I have
Hmm.
4, you know, and it's like you're simplifying it to such a simple thing where everything's repeatable. You come into your system, you open up your tasks, you know exactly what you need to do. And
Yep.
then what was your VA falling under? What were they doing primarily? Just the uploading of data?
Yeah. So yeah, sometimes he uploads, sometimes I do. But my VA goes in. I can kind of show you too. So this is
Sure,
CaseNet. This is the site that we use here in Missouri to pull all of our data, first to market data. So he'll come in here, search my
sure.
probate list. He'll pull all the lists into an Excel file, and then he'll
Copy.
upload them into SIFT here.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome.
And then the way
Yeah,
that
that's
I organize that is I'll go through, I'll skip trace all of those right away. And then, once they're skip traced, it'll populate in my preset filters.
mhm.
And then what I'll do after I skip trace them is I'll just tag my name as the user, and then they'll all pop up in my SIF line board or my Sensei flow.
Sure.
So I do it
Gotcha.
by a tag of who's supposed to be in there calling. So I'm a one man show. I'm the only person that's in my SIFT account. So I'll tag myself, and then I know those are the ones that I need to work on.
Gotcha. And did you
Yep.
have any, this is actually kind of a question I wasn't planning ahead of time. With you being an agent, have you thought of any ways you could add in some sort of agent side of things into your SIF line or how you manage your data?
Not necessarily. It's actually a good question because I have those listings right now, and I wasn't really sure what I should do within my system to like separate that from the rest of
Mhm.
the stuff. So it's definitely something that I've been trying to figure out. I just
Yeah.
haven't really came up with the solution yet.
Yeah. On one of the last ones we did, one of the couples had a referrals SIF line board.
Mm,
And I thought that was really neat. So it's like the capabilities are endless at how you want to be able to visualize what your business does. And it's just really cool how simple yours is and you're finding success. Who are you all integrated with that we have integrations with? Who you calling
smartphone,
through smartphone?
smartphone, click to call. That's literally the only thing I have. I'm not even. I right in the beginning they came out with all that 10 DLC stuff, and I was kind of getting caught up and like trying to
Mhm.
figure it out.
Oh, there you go.
Got a
You
call
take
coming
it.
in right now. It's all good.
Right there's the
Uh,
power of smartphone. It's telling you get a call.
so I lost my train of thought there. I don't even know what I was saying, but
Um, I think I forgot too. I got all excited for a second. Oh, you're integrated with just smartphone right now.
yeah, yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're talking about the 10 DLC, and I heard some guys talking in the SIFT community, and they were talking about how people are letting the 10 DLC hold their business back and this and that, and I was like, I don't even care if I can send text messages as long as I can call, I'm good. And that's how I
Right.
can produce some leads and stuff. So I haven't even sent a single text message. I don't even know if I can receive text messages.
Sure.
And still able to create leads and
Mhm.
whatnot. So that's been cool.
Yeah. You're super simplified and your overhead is, I imagine, is extremely low, probably less than
Yeah.
1,000, I would imagine, right? right at it.
Not even yeah, less than $1,000 if you're talking a
Yeah,
month, way less than
yeah,
$1,000. I
yeah. And
pay
you can
my
completely run your business right out of
yeah,
here doing that and get deals.
yep, yep, and I don't pay for any lists. I don't pay for yeah, I don't pay for really anything besides
Right.
smartphone, my SIFT account, and I pay that VA, pennies to pull all the data for me.
And with your Sensei Flow setup, first to market setup, you are not only extremely low overhead, you are technically beating the majority of your competition to the leads.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, and something that I've kind of realized, getting into this space is really just trying to hone in and find that niche. And I really found an interest in the probate stuff because I do feel like a lot of families need help with probate.
Mhm.
So that's where I've kind of dove into that. And then, once I get that system completely ironed out and it's running smooth as can be, I'll start, implementing, some foreclosures and things like that and start pulling some more lists.
Sure,
But with being a one man show, I mean, the probates can keep me pretty busy.
sure. Awesome. So just to reiterate, for less than $1,000 a month, probably way less, like you said, you're running your
Yeah.
entire business. You are first to market, so you're getting to the leads before other investors do, and you have a ton of clarity on who you're reaching, who you're not reaching, who needs to be contacted again, and you can see your business completely from a bird's eye view, um,
Mhm.
and it's providing success. We're really excited to see where you go with this, especially with you being an agent. It's very important to us to emphasize the importance of being an agent and an investor. So you have more monetization models. You're finding the success in it. And we're really excited for you, man. Is there anything else you'd like to say before we close out?
No, I would just suggest that that's on the edge of getting SIF, just take the jump and do it. It's worth it. It might seem like a little bit of money up front to, pay for the yearly subscription if that's the route you want to go. But
Right.
I'm telling you right now, I paid for the business plan when I started, and I mean I got one deal and it's doubled. That will cover my system for the next 2 years. So it's like I would just say anybody that's, hesitant about jumping in, jump in, join the team, join the community. It'll change your life for sure.